Now, still in the Western Cape, residents and businesses are warned about potential fires in fire-prone regions of the province. On Saturday, 3 buildings at a historic wine farm were burnt to ashes after a midday fire. Firefighters also responded to another incident in Mbekweni township in Paarl, where 40 shacks were razed to the ground. And that's where our reporter Ziniko Mhlaba is. Ziniko, very good morning to you. It's going to certainly be a very bleak Christmas for the residents of Mbekweni. Just talk to us with regards to the number of shacks that have been razed to the ground, and it seems as though there's some mop-up operations that are currently happening.
Well, a very good morning to you, Katle. Yes, indeed, the residents here of Mbekweni are going to have a very bleak Christmas and New Year's. And of course, this is the informal settlement that's part and parcel of the Drakenstein municipality under the town of Paarl. As you had said in your intro, that yesterday we were responding to to a fire that really burned the property along the CBD of Paarl. This morning, we understand that, actually overnight, we understand that over 40 shacks were burnt to ashes, as you can see there in the visuals that we are streaming. Currently, the residents and the people who might have been a victim of fire or those who lost their properties are trying to recover whatever they can. As you see there, that it's currently a mop-up operation. But to give us more details about what had happened, but also the extent of the fire, I'm going to bring in the municipality of Drakenstein, especially the fire department, Ms. Els, who's going to be joining me now, so you can come through. Talk to us about this particular incident. Yesterday, we were still busy with the wine farm estate that got fire, but about 4 hours later, your men on the ground had to respond to this. Talk to us about this particular incident.
Good day. Thank you. Yes, unfortunately, at around 9 p.m. last night, we had this informal settlement fire at Mbekweni here at Drakenstein, in which about 40 informal dwellings was involved.
Yeah. And then the issue of the damage that we can see here, what's the extent in terms of the resources, but also the damage that has been caused? I know you might not be a local councillor, but looking at the kind of work and the resources you had to use to put this, but will be a potential cause of fire? Are we clear on those issues yet?
Unfortunately, we have not any clear cause of fire at the moment. But as you can see, when we have wood and steel structures, unfortunately, when fire gets going, it destroys everything.
Yeah. We spoke to another gentleman from the fire operations yesterday. He made mention of the fact that, their resources are stretched to the limit. And he spoke about the potential of other fires, popping up in other regions. And this is exactly what happened. In terms of your capacity now as a municipality fire department, how ready are you for this season? Because I understand that this is a fire season in the Western Cape. It's very dry, it's very hot. Do you have the capacity to respond to this? And what's your warning to residents, but also business managers within the municipality?
As you just rightly mentioned, this is our fire season. It's very dry in the Western Cape. Water sources are very, very low. So it's important for the community to play their part. Our resources are stable. All the municipalities are working closely together to try to prevent as many fires as we possibly can. We call on the communities to assist the fire services in early warning. So please contact the fire services as soon as possible. Do not delay. Please also do not interfere with any of the emergency services, because as we get to scenes, we sometimes run into interference, and people tend to remove also emergency equipment, the very same equipment that is supposed to save their lives. So we call on the community to please assist us and help us through this fire season.
Talk to us about the common causes of these fires, not specifically this one, but during this season, this region is always responding or having to deal with many fires. What are the common causes of these fires, especially in informal settlements such as this one, besides the wildfires that you also need to deal with within communities? What are the challenges that really push your men to the boundaries?
Unfortunately, most fires are caused by human activity. So we ask people not to be negligent, not to leave fires unattended, not to play recklessly with fire or use it for anything else but cooking, and also in designated places.
Give us a picture of the affected people here, if maybe you've done any accounts with and also the age and and those details. What are we looking at here? How many people are affected by this, looking at the number of shacks that have been done?
We're looking at an approximate of 100 people in the 40 dwellings, mostly adults, about 70 adults, around 30 children.
Mr. Els, thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Mr. Els there from the Drakenstein Municipality Fire Department. Just give us a sense of what had happened here, as he rightfully said, that there's also that particular challenge when his men on the ground respond to these incidents. You'll find that there's a bit of resistance, but also the firefighters themselves get challenges of losing their own equipment. And of course, if you look at the distance from Paarl CBD to this Mbekweni informal settlement, we're looking at about 20 kilometers. And obviously, the gentleman we spoke to yesterday, Mr. Derek, he had said that firefighters will need to be at that particular wine farm for at least 24 hours. However, that 24 hours is not even ended. And then they had to divide themselves and also attend to this particular incident. But what's coming out that's positive from this, there are no injuries that have been recorded, at least according to what we've received and what the information that we've gathered from the people who have responded to this scene. However, we know now that the municipality has also dispersed a disaster management team to come and respond, especially when it comes to social issues. We understand that these are the mothers with children, and of course they've lost most of their important documents. So those departments relevant to IDs are going to be responding. The social department, Home Affairs department, throughout the day, they'll be busy handling all those challenges.
Right, a very sad situation.